Hey, it's Toxic Ring Scandal. Give you RKO like Randall. We're going to talk about why Vader was treated poorly in the WWE. Now, Vader, he has a history of being a world champion. He's a three-time IGWP World Heavyweight Champion, three-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. So he came to WWE later on after he was in those promotions, and he was supposed to get a push to become the world champion. But the thing about it was he worked with Shawn Michaels, who was the champion at the time. It was supposed to be at SummerSlam 1996, where they were supposed to have a match. He was supposed to be champion. Now, he did an interview about this back in 1998, 2 years after this. And he stated that Vince McMahon told him that he would defeat Shawn Michaels, then Bret Hart would defeat him, then he would defeat Bret Hart, and Bret Hart would defeat him, making him a two-time WWE champion. Unfortunately, that never happened. Vader stated that Shawn Michaels had talked to him saying, if you do this to me or do that to me, alleged. He didn't say Shawn Michaels' name, but we pretty much know, the wrestling fans know it was Shawn Michaels. That's where the story. They said that Shawn Michaels told him, if you do this way or that way, I will get you fired. And that took Vader by surprise, because he's known to be someone good to work with, not to be an issue. But later on, they had their match at SummerSlam 1996. It was supposed to be for the WWE Championship. Now, there were some spots right here, a particular spot in the match here, where Shawn Michaels comes off the top rope. Only does his famous flying elbow. But instead, it was awkward. He stomped on Vader. And when he came down stomp on Vader, he was allegedly screaming at him, telling him to move, cursing at him, and everything. Now, this was during the time also, not only was Shawn Michaels the WWE champion, but he was also very alleged difficult to work with at the time. A lot of people was complaining about Shawn Michaels. There was a lot of backstage fights involving Shawn Michaels, and he was complaining about a lot backstage. And they said Shawn Michaels used his power and everything he could to make sure he get what he wants. He was very, very political back in the 90s, and his influence made a huge difference in the deciding factor of whether Shawn Michaels would get over or not. But Vader, he stated that after this melee happened at SummerSlam, he was never really given a chance again for the WWE Championship. He didn't even get close to it again. And he was with WWE much longer after this. This is unfortunate, because Vader is one of the best big men in history. The way he does a moonsault off the top rope is amazing. For a guy that was 400 pounds, is amazing. This guy's a legend. I think he just got inducted to the Hall of Fame 2022 of last year. He was just inducted recently to the Hall of Fame. I know he had a son by the ring named Jake Carter that was in NXT. He wrestled from, I think, a couple years, maybe 2011 to 2013. He's retired now, but it's just a shame, because Vader is a great talent, and he won championships in other promotions. It's just a shame he never won the WWE Championship. And from what Vader was saying, that they didn't want him to win the title because he was not a WWE original. He came from another territory / or promotion. I really wish he would have won the championship. I know he would have been a dominating WWE champion, no doubt about it. But it's just an unfortunate story that Shawn Michaels sabotaged Vader for winning the world title. And any push he had or any momentum he had going near it. You guys let me know what you think of this story. Do you think it was fair for Vader to go through this? Or do you think Vader was exaggerating, or for whatever reason? Until then, it is O-U-T.